Pisces, I heard before I turned on the camera that there's clarity coming to a situation. Then I heard hallelujah. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you for your reading. This is a general tarot card reading, so it may or may not resonate. You know, it's really a good idea to just take the parts that fit with you or that you intuitively feel you connect to, and then just kind of leave the rest for somebody else to pick up on. If you try to make it fit, you could be doing all sorts of damage to yourself, okay, energetically. So no, don't ever do that. I don't know why I'm saying that so strongly to you, but maybe somebody needs to hear it. Okay, so some specific details might come out, and if they click with you, great. If they don't, that's cool too. You don't have to be a Pisces to be watching this video and resonate with it. You could be a cross watcher, or you could have, you know, Pisces anywhere else in your chart and you're just sitting in Pisces energy. That's cool too. So let's get going here and see what this energy is about for you. Answers are coming. For everyone who's new here, welcome, welcome. I do 24 readings a month, so 2 for each sign. And then I also do general readings throughout the month with the astrological transits. Sometimes I do moon readings, basically whenever I'm guided, I do a reading. But at the beginning of the month, my readings tend to be about general matters, and midway through the month, they're more specific to love. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your support. It is so appreciated with this channel. I don't run ads on my channel, so just, you know, having that nice energetic exchange with you is enough for me. Of course, personal reading and donations always help, so those are much appreciated. And I love reading all your comments to see how these stories resonate with your own. They really allow me to kind of get a fuller context of who I'm talking to and what I'm talking about. Wow, that's probably the longest intro I've ever done on my channel. Interesting. So what's going on with that, Pisces? Are you feeling like you have a long introduction with someone? Maybe things aren't kicking off as fast as you thought, or maybe you need to like prepare yourself. I'm feeling like I'm seeing, and again, you can translate these into whatever area of life you want. A lot of what I say could be metaphorical, but I feel like there's some resume being crafted, like you're really kind of honing in on who you are and how you want to present yourself. I think for a lot of you, you don't want to rush into anything, and you're good with having a while to introduce things. For some of you, somebody is, honestly, I'm feeling this for a lot of signs, somebody is coming back around the corner, interesting, the corner. So I don't feel like they're far off, and you're like reintroducing yourself, like as a new person. Hey, I'm not the same person I used to be. So let's see what's coming out here for Pisces. I believe tarot readings are timeless, but I am reading this in the second half of June. But whenever you think it fits, sometimes these readings do fit, like, I don't know, 6 months down the line, a year down the line. So it's always good to come back and check up on things if you feel like you want to do something like that. And again, I don't have ads on my videos, so me telling you that isn't a way for me to make money, okay? So let's see. Wands at the bottom. Interesting, 7 of Wands, but I wanted to say just Wands. Okay, so you're dealing with a lot of fire energy here. Yeah, look at this, Pisces. It's like somebody's dipping their fire wand, take that as you will, into some kind of volcano here. It's like something's about to erupt. Some energy's coming towards you. Something's gonna erupt and you're putting a pin in it. Interesting. Or maybe someone's pulling the pin out of something. Yeah, I'm really feeling like you are showing somebody something, and in that you're gonna have an answer revealed to you. It's like you're communicating with someone, maybe indirectly, inadvertently, and that's putting a pin in something. It's interesting because it's almost like silencing someone, but by silencing someone, it's revealing the truth of the situation. I don't know what that means, Pisces, but, you know, take that as it resonates. All right, what do we have here? Let me just get a general look here before I go through the cards with you. At the center of the read, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So this is telling me that I heard no more conflict. It's a time of no more conflict. Okay, but I do see that, you know, I heard damage control, and that came through in, what reading did that come through? That came through in the Aries reading, damage control. So I don't know if you're dealing with Aries or you have Harry, interesting. Harry, I don't know, maybe that's a name, I don't know. If you have Aries prevalent in your chart, but we have the Knight of Wands here, and I'm feeling like something you were expecting to come towards you, potentially this answer we're talking about, didn't really come. And I feel like you were holding out a light for it to come forward. Again, it's like almost I felt like, interesting, I was going to speak in past tense, so I don't know if the energy's shifting as we speak. I feel like it is. I actually feel like you're having an epiphany as we speak, or you were recently, or you're coming to some realization, but it's like you were signaling someone to come towards you or something, but they didn't, and that really showed you their character. Now again, this could be someone else's energy I'm picking up on. This could be how they're feeling about you. And I'm kind of tripping on my words, so I feel like there's some kind of block in communication. Then we have the Two of Pentacles down here with the Eight of Wands. And I feel like somebody's been wrestling back and forth, like, do I contact her or not? Okay, there's no genders, nothing specific here with genders, but you know, I'm just communicating what I'm hearing here. But it's like, do I contact her or not? And even the thought of making contact is creating, I heard, a universal imbalance. Interesting. So it's not just an imbalance within this person, but it's like kind of like shifting the energies like between you in a very interesting way. Like it's having individual effects on your lives. Yeah, I think you can feel this shift. I feel as though sometimes, you know, everything's solid, stable, and other times it's like, it's almost that sense of like seasickness. It's like the boat starts to rock a little bit, like almost turbulence in an airplane even. It's like you're not sure where it's coming from. And that's potentially why you're trying to put a pin in this energy. And then at the same time, I feel like someone's trying to pull a pin out to reveal what's like inside this volcano. What's going to happen after the eruption? You know, what's the explosion going to reveal, I'm hearing. Well, wow. I'm seeing here on your inner, like inside what you're feeling. That's kind of like the outer shell of the situation. The inner side, sometimes representing the block, sometimes representing like the wounds at place, either for you or another person. We have the Five of Swords, the Moon in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. And these are all couching that Five of Wands, not wanting to fight, not wanting to have any conflict. And I feel like somebody stole from you, actually. And this is so fascinating because it will be revealed to you, or it has been revealed to you in almost your mixed up intuition. How do I explain this? It's like you had an intuition about something, and whatever you had an intuition about didn't really come into fruition. Like it didn't really happen. We have the Sun in reverse here. Like you felt like something was going to happen, but it didn't. But it's like in that revelation that your intuition was off. It's like in realizing that your intuition has been skewed, that I heard played with in some cases, but like that it's been stirred up. I'm seeing someone stir something up. That was actually what revealed to you that somebody was being calculating, stole something, dishonest. For some of you, it's like lying. For others of you, it's like someone took your resources. This could even be, and this is definitely not for all of you, but this could even be a parent who left 2 children behind. Some of you are having realizations about your own family history and your own family drama. And yet in all of this kind of yucky, kind of disturbing feeling, you're finding a real sense of empowerment. Ace of Wands. It's like you know how to take action. And pulling the pin or putting the pin in, it seems to be all up to you. Right? So it's up to you whether you want to make this thing explode or whether you want to just keep it, you know, closed off and not rock the boat anymore, because I feel like you're already feeling pretty seasick about whatever this is. Whatever you decide, I feel like you know that you have that power right now. You know that that's being afforded to you. It's like you're sitting in the hand of all of this situation that you're going through. And for some of you, it's multiple situations on different frequencies. Like it's family stuff and love stuff and career stuff, all kind of mixed into one. But regardless of what you're inquiring about here, whatever is resonating, it's like the universe has you in its hand, and you know that, and you know it's up to you whatever move you make next will be for your highest good, will turn out for you in a beautiful way. Although I don't think it's going to happen the way you anticipate it to happen, which seems to be what has happened in the past. Like you thought things were going to be revealed to you in a certain way and they weren't. Now let's see what we have over here. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. Many of you are moving or thinking about moving or have just moved. Okay, and a lot of you did this without telling a lot of people, maybe until last minute. And it was because you really didn't want to deal with other people's opinions or what they had to say about your living situation, your choices, etc. For others of you, it's kind of almost feels spontaneous, although it's not really, but it's like you made this move is a creative situation, a creative change. It's related to enhancing your creativity. I heard equilibrium. For those of you where this is not related to a move, you're trying to reground yourself, like find a new footing, find new stability, because in the past, whatever you were doing with this person, with these people, with this situation, clearly there was some turmoil here. And your intuition was thrown right off. But it's almost like I'm hearing reverse psychic ability, like reverse psychology, and then it turned to psychic ability, but it's like a reverse frequency. It's like and I don't think this is moving forward, okay? I think this is changing, but in the past, it's like whatever your intuition was telling you, the reality was actually the reverse. And it feels like, and again, that might not be for all of you, but I think it's for a lot of you here. It's like suddenly something shifted your energy where you couldn't locate your intuition. So now it's almost like when you don't trust your intuition, it tells you something. Like feeling like you can't locate your intuition or you don't trust it is actually now telling you something. It's very cool. I hope I'm explaining that properly. Now let's clarify this. I'm going to clarify into this as a situation with one individual now and see what comes up. And so I'm going to rework some of these positions that we're reading into here. Let me see if I got anything else before we go ahead with that. Yeah, I do see in the past there's some waiting, but then it's like the waiting itself or the vision of going forward, even if you were prepared to go forward, there was like a holding period, a holding time where you were just kind of in between worlds, in between energies. Whatever that was really intentional. The universe wanted you to sit in that energy because Moon in reversed, you learned a lot about what the reality of the situation was. And I think it made you feel quite unbalanced, uncomfortable. It was an uncomfortable feeling going through that. It also allowed you to examine and see the things in your life that are still out of balance, that may be related to whatever this is, but you didn't initially think they were. In the future, I do see like anytime something is just like seems wishy-washy, Knight of Wands in reverse, and it's fucking with your intuition, the High Priestess in reverse, you're just gonna go. Like you're not gonna be in that holding energy anymore. you're done with that. You've had your time of that. I heard you had your transits involved with that. Interesting. But it's like now you're just going to go forward, you know? Like, I don't have time to deal with this wishy-washy business, this flaky friend, this person in my life who's not whatever, doing whatever feels good. I'm just going to keep going with my life and move forward. And even if that means I don't tell people what I'm doing, even if it means I block people and I don't tell them I'm blocking them, or I move and I don't tell everybody, or I switch careers, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and do it because, you know, I have that energy now. I do feel like an increased sense of energy. And if you don't feel that now, it's coming. Like, it's going to be actually really calming, yet also very, well, I heard perpetual. Like, it will really propel you forward for a long time. It's like self-trust, really. Okay, let's see. Let's read this in a different way now, because I'm going to read it in terms of what your person or your whoever this is, it could be a parent, friend, ex, current person, whatever is going on between you two. I'm going to read it in that way. Okay, what they're thinking, how this is going. So in the past, we have 3 of Wands with empathy. Yeah, and I think this is why you were in that holding pattern, holding period, in this place of, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Liminal. It's not stagnancy, it's liminal. And the liminal space, whenever you find yourself in that, in between thoughts, in between careers, in between whatever, I want to say in between lovers, interesting. It's really a time of creativity. I have flirtation here. It's really a time to flirt with different ideas of possibilities of where the future could go. Because the future hasn't arrived. You don't really know what it looks like. Maybe the past is still confused and not sorted out in your mind. So when you're in that liminal space, it's when your body, I heard, your cells actually start manifesting potentials and possibilities. And it waits, cool, it waits until your brain decides what you want to do with those potentials and possibilities. Oh, that's so neat. I've never had that channeled. Okay, so it's like your body, whenever we're stuck, you know, like we can't move on or whatever it is, I'm hearing that our body is regenerating cells, you know, like memory cells or like just new life within us, giving us all this potential to move in different ways, energetically, physically, emotionally, whatever, psychologically. And it's not until our brain catches up or makes a decision that we are actually able to move on. But in the meantime, our body was preparing for that. That's a really nice way to look at being stuck, isn't it? Okay, so in the past, you have empathy here. Empathy with the 3 of Wands. You were waiting because you were being empathetic to yourself and your own process. It's not really about another person, right? It's not like, oh, you felt so bad for them, so you're waiting for them. I mean, it could be, but I really don't think it's that. I think it's like more you were showing your self-compassion that, hey, this is going to take however long it takes, you know, for me to move on. And that's just the empathy I'm giving myself. So I'm just going to wait and see what I want to do. That's really nice. I like that a lot. It's very sophisticated, wise thinking, Pisces. Okay, in the current situation, we have, and you know, from your person's perspective, I should say, they might have been waiting on your empathy towards them. Okay, and now I don't think that really happened here. I mean, you might have felt it, but I don't know if you extended it. I heard they need to prove it. Okay, so current energy, 5 of Swords. I see this as you looking back at what you are leaving behind. And you have your hand on like a basket of abundance here. And these 2 little birds in the back, you know, they're not even looking at you really. Like they just kind of look sad, like sad characters. And I think that current energy, you're reflecting on maybe 2 people from the past or 2 situations. I heard that crisscrossed. But you're kind of looking back like, yeah, I don't really think that's for me in the end, you know? It's not even like worth fighting for. That's how I'm feeling. Appreciation. And look, we have the cornucopia here too. So we have the image twice. It's like you're appreciating what you do have. And I don't think this is just material. I think this is like what you have inside of you, your ability to, I heard, to see into the future, your ability to see into the future, to soothe yourself, to be your own creative muse. You know, you don't really need anybody else. You have a lot of knowledge here. Look, this empathy bird is bringing over knowledge here. This is going to be a long reading. And we have here that bird coming in here saying like, hey, yeah, here's some empathy for you. And then you appreciate it in the current moment. We have the Knight of Wands for how your person or this person, maybe they're not yours anymore, but this person, or never was, I heard, how they see the situation. Well, like, they feel pretty useless. I heard dumbbell, okay? Like, that's not my personal opinion of them. I mean, I don't know them, okay? And this might not be for you. This could be for someone else watching. But that's what I heard. They feel like a ding dong a little bit, like, should have done something, shoulda, coulda, woulda. For some of you, this person was really insecure. They didn't know what they could offer. Yeah, eccentricity, practicality, domination, criticism, and submission. Uh-oh. This person projected a lot of their wounds onto you, a lot of their insecurities. There was possibly games being played where you had domination and submission. Look, we have that bird again. So I see this as them trying to trap your empathy, trying to trap your light, your compassion, your creativity, your intuition. You know, they might have gotten a sense of power through control or dominating, a sense of dominating you. And this really stems, I feel, because they want to have this eccentric, bigger life than what they have the resources to do practically. You, on the other hand, for some of you, you have a larger life than them, and that can mean in whatever way, right? Like, I don't know, you might have more money, or you might be, you know, I don't know, whatever. You might have something that they want that they feel they can't get. You know, I heard better looking, some of you, I don't know, and that's their projection, whatever, right? It's like, you know, beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. But regardless of that, you have something that I feel like they wanted. Or if it wasn't you, they wanted some kind of lavish lifestyle or some kind of accolade, something. Some recognition, maybe even earlier on in their life, and they didn't get it. And they were forced into this kind of situation of practicality. Now this is Capricorn, moon in Capricorn, which is actually the full moon tonight. So I feel like, you know, this person's long-term goals really didn't add up with what they had to offer. And, you know, yeah, I'll just leave it there. Yeah, because this is not your problem, right? This is their problem. This is something they need to get in order. Okay, and I feel like a lot of them projected that kind of insecurity on you. And I just saw 2323. Okay, we have the moon for how they see you. You're not confused anymore, and you're not only are you not confused, but you're ready to like speak about however you feel. You're not holding back. Organization. You're getting your shit in order. Like, I really feel like you're making a big move in some way. Let's get one more for that. Power in reverse, but I'm not reading these cards in reverse right now. And that's interesting. So they might see you as not in touch with your power, but my wanting to turn it right around, I don't know, it's like they're in denial of just how much power you have in this situation. Like I said, you have the power. Yeah, detachment. It's like they don't want to see that, you know, you're actually driving the car here. Now we have 5 of Wands in reverse for how they feel about you. They don't want to fight either. They don't want conflict. Let's clarify this. Enterprise. Yeah, there's still something they want from you. It's interesting. They see these 3 acorns here. I see this as like they want some kind of knowledge you have. There's something about your world or being in your world that is really appealing to them. And they don't want, they want it, but they don't want to have to fight for it. Influence. Maybe you're very influential, Pisces. You have the ability to kind of mediate in situations, like help people see things and make decisions, right? Like in a very kind of equanimable, I heard, way. Okay, like you're very good at solving problems. So maybe there's something they want from you, or it doesn't necessarily want, but they feel like you can help them in terms of how you can influence things in their life. Like maybe they feel as though you can influence a big career change for them, or that you can help them with their problems. But again, I think you figured out that, you know, you're not their parent, hopefully. You know, I mean, I don't know what your situation is and what you're asking about. We have affair here, but you're not responsible for sorting out their affairs, right? And even if you are asking about a child and you're a parent, there's a certain time where you're no longer responsible for that anymore, right? Okay, the High Priestess in reverse for what they want. Well, this tells me, like, it's weird. It's like they want to use your intuition to help influence things in their life for the good, okay? So, like, here, Pisces, use your superpowers to help me out. But I don't want those superpowers to be available to you when you want to help yourself out to defend yourself. Yeah. There's something about this person that your intuition, your power to see things for what they are, intimidates them. It's because it allows you to build a proper defense to any kind of conflict. And that makes it really hard for them to dominate you, right? In whatever way that means, right? It doesn't have to be fully aggressive, although it could be. What you should know about them, Two of Pentacles. What you should know about them. Acquisition. Yeah, there's something they want here. Maybe this is why they're coming back. Caution. All right, Pisces. You see, you already know this. That's why you're here. The answers are coming, right? Like what you need to know is here. You already know something. It's here. Yeah, be very careful with this person because they're trying to acquire something because they feel out of balance right now. It's almost like they're trying to resurrect something with this mummy image. I heard love, but then I heard conflict. Like they're trying to, for some of you, they're trying to throw you back into this state of intuitive chaos. Wow, that's what I heard, intuitive chaos, so that they can acquire something for you. Interesting. I was going to say from you, but then I heard for you. What's that about? Acquire something for you. Some of them feel like they know what's best for you. Like they're always telling you what to do, what you shouldn't do. It's like a real paternal vibe, or maternal could be. It's a very dictatorship kind of vibe for whoever that's for. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. It's like they're constantly showing you, hey, Pisces, this is how you get ahead. And you're like, no, that's not my way. For others of you, they want you to help them do that. Okay, so I feel like whoever this is, they're trying to acquire something from you, something tangible, and energetically as well. Okay, your advice, Ace of Wands. We talked a lot about that already, but you have the power. Status. Ooh, Pisces, step into your status. If you have resources, whether they're psychic abilities, they're material wealth, you're in good health, whatever your resources are, you know, whatever status you have, don't be afraid to grab that and use it and go for it. You know, don't let anybody make you feel ashamed for your blessings. Okay, it's really important that you hold your head high, keep your chin up. You know, you'll see more things in the world if you hold your head high and be proud of what you have, because you earned what you have. Even if you have financial wealth, say from a family situation, the universe has provided that for you, and that's not for everybody who gets that, but I'm seeing that specifically for whoever's watching, that they've provided that for you because you're supposed to do something with it. Okay, so do that. And if it's not money, then it's just, you know, maybe you're an influencer. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I heard yoga teacher and then I saw art teacher. Whatever it is you're doing with your status, you know, really go forward with that. Don't let this energy hold you back. It's almost like this person's jealous of you. That could be even another side storyline, someone else coming in. Romance. For many of you, you're really attractive and you have a lot of romantic suitors, okay? And that did come through before, where for some of you, this person is jealous of your looks, even if this is like a love interest. It's kind of bizarre, but, you know, they feel threatened in a way. Whatever you have, you know, your status, however you want to perceive that and define it for yourself, right? And it's all subjective. I was going to say status is in the eye of the beholder. Interesting. If you use that energy and that force with confidence and for good, it's highly likely a solid romantic situation could come out of that, okay? 8 of Wands for the energy into your next cycle or near future. Let's see. Let's clarify. Health. Health popping out. Wow, Pisces. So if you've had low energy or any kind of, and you know, this is obviously entertainment purposes only. I don't really do health readings, but you know what I mean. Okay, so yeah, good health on the way, a vitality, a sense of feeling more energy. And I felt that. Remember I said that? Like, you're going to feel better. You're just going to feel more energy. I heard water. Okay, so some of you have changed your water. Some of you are drinking more water. Some of you are just realizing that you need to take a break, okay? And in your break time, the liminal space, your body's been recharging. That's what I said. Your cells have been regenerating, okay? So for some of you, that could be relate to something very specific. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. You earned this health, you know? You did. Resourcefulness. Resourcefulness. And then we have extremism down here. So I feel like someone's trying to take your resources, Pisces. It was making you sick. I'm guided to tell you right now about, and my mom actually was the one who really put this in my head, but I'm guided to tell you about, how do I say this? The correlation between what ails you and your spiritual cycle that you're currently in. So for example, if you have an earache, what does the ear represent? You know, listening, hearing things. Maybe you're not hearing things, or maybe you're hearing too much. You know, if your eye is hurting, if your back is hurting, if you're having, you know, kidney issues, whatever it is for you, and this might not be for everyone, right? You know, hopefully people are feeling really good, but you know, we all have these different things going on. The body is hugely complex, right? And what is healthy, we're also different. But if you feel like you're having some kind of pain in your body, then think about what it is and it's not like, maybe this pain is sudden, okay? So I'm not necessarily talking about chronic pain here, although it could be. But if you have some sudden pain, think about what that part of the body signifies and represents to you, and try to work that out, okay? So maybe if your fingers start hurting, like, you know, maybe you're trying to handle too many things, you know, really get metaphorical with it. That's really helped me locate some of my aches and pains and help me solve them by, you know, making a mind, body, soul connection. Really, that's what that is. Okay, so I was guided to tell you about that. And then, yeah, I think like I'll just get some clarifying, or not clarifying, we don't need to clarify. I think I'll just get some closing cards for you for this really beautiful read, Pisces. And thank you for this read, because your energy was so patient, loving, kind. I really feel that here. Even if you're not a Pisces and you're somebody else watching, I felt very good vibes here. So thank you for sharing that. Luck is on your side. It's time to release negativity. Absolutely, Pisces. As soon as you release that negativity, I think many of you have, You know, the luck was always there with you. This is all your resources and like, you know, that special thing you have, your status. Maybe you have Jupiter in Pisces. And then asking, what do you need to release? That's neat because, oh, and then I got, don't let pride get in your way. Wow. Nothing will come of this situation, okay? So for some of you, you're letting go of like pride. And that's difficult, right? But that some of you are letting go of that. But I was going to say when this came out, it's time to release negativity. I was like, that's weird because it feels like Pisces has released a lot of negativity. But then the next card was, what do you need to release? So maybe there's something still here, and I heard nagging at you, nagging at you, that you just need to locate a little bit. And you can locate it in your body, I heard. You can locate it in your body. All right, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, and I hope I see you again.